I think we'll get started. Thank you to everybody who's joined and welcome. This is the webinar to cover key releases that are coming out in May. We've got a couple of great games. We've got Eagle's Son and Eureka Real Blast, both of which seem to be set in the Wild West. It wasn't intentional, but that's how it's turned out this month. So it's a visit to the Wild West for everybody. Thank you for joining in. I don't know where in your house you're listening in from. I'm in my spare room. I'm relegated there, and I have children working hard downstairs at homeschooling. So apologies if you hear any noise, but try to keep it to a minimum. I think, as everybody knows, it's a challenging time for our industry as a whole at the moment, and I think many businesses are looking to casino to drive revenues. I think we've got two fantastic games that will help do that, and some great reviews from Craig, who's on the call, and also from the Lightning Box guys based in Sydney. Before I continue, we look at those games, just want to talk quickly about some of the features that we have to offer your players on OGS. If you joined us last month, you'll have spotted me going through this again, and if you join next month, you'll spot me going through this again as well. We believe in these features, a really fantastic way of enhancing player experience across your existing games and new games that you take from us. We have Free Rounds 2.0, which covers 300 games, 14 studios, and just with one integration. And actually, you can start using Free Rounds with no integration at all. We have a simplified version that you can activate almost straight away. So please speak to your account manager about that first. It's really worth exploring. And then secondly, we have our missions feature. So our missions feature works across 500 games, 25 studios, and there's no integration, which I guess is music to your guys and your ops guys' ears. Missions is a fantastic feature. It drives player engagement. You set missions for your players to achieve across multiple games, so it drives lifetime value. It gives the players new ways to win, and also it allows you to introduce players to new games as well, or reintroduce older games to players as well. So again, I request that you speak to your account managers and learn more about missions and how you can start using those straight away. And given the current situation, I think anything that can help enhance player experience and give them new experiences is only a good thing. You'll notice at the bottom there's a couple of icons there. These are going to keep appearing on all our comms about our games to show whether they're free rounds enabled, missions enabled, and also whether it's a slot game or a table game as well. So you'll be seeing more and more of these icons feature on all our comms. Right. Now, I think you guys have probably joined the call to look at some game reviews. So first of all, we have Eureka Real Blast, which has been done by my colleague Craig. He is on the call. If you have any questions throughout this, please post them on the questions channel, which you'll see on the control panel for GoToWebinar. Eureka Real Blast, it's a fantastic game. It comes from land-based. I'll let Craig tell you more, but it's one of our own from our SD studios, and release date is 6th of May. So I will play this. There might be a slight delay. Apologies for that. And then Craig will kick in. He will kick in, I promise.
Okay, so let's get started with Eureka Blast Superlock. So this is the next game coming out from our Montreal studio. It's got a release date of the 6th of May. Now this has been ported from our land-based casino business. It's worth pointing out that it's got possibly one of the best production values we've seen for a while from the land-based ports. They've really put kind of like the next sort of level kind of polish onto this game. Something that we're really trying to do going forward. To make sure that we're keeping up with our competitors. We want to give you the best looking games possible. So the game itself has got 3 features. You've got a lock and link dynamite bonus round. You've got a wheel bonus, which can award you one of the 5 fixed jackpots in game. It can also give you a multiplier or free spins, and then you've got the free spins bonus as well itself. So let's start with the lock and link dynamite bonus. So we will just rig this one in. So what you're doing is you're looking for 6 dynamite symbols anywhere on the reels. So this will trigger the bonus. Your little prospector will come flying past. You're then given 5 additional spins to land as many dynamite symbols as possible. Now, if these land in certain locations, they will kind of merge together to form larger symbols. Now, the bigger the symbol, the bigger the payout that sits behind it. So as you can see there, 0.5x, 1x, should get 2x there. And there we go, 5x. So, not a massive win there, but if you can fill the entire reel set, you can get up to 75x. Now, that feature will come in probably once in every 66 spins. So, you know, to say we're dropping it every 66 and there's a potential to get 75x, you know, it's a feature that should keep the customers playing. You know, we estimate that your average customer is probably going to have about 85 spins on a game. So, you know, every single customer should see this feature at least once. Okay, so we'll just play this one out, see if we do any better. Yeah, 10x, not as good. Right, okay, so the next feature is the jackpot wheel. Now, you can only get this if you find a jackpot symbol on one of the sticks of dynamite. So, if we just send this one in. Okay, so we've got enough to trigger the dynamite bonus round. Now, at any point during this dynamite lock and link, more dynamite symbols might land in, and there we go. They'll have the wheel bonus on them. So, you play out your feature. Right, this one's a bit chunkier, so we should get a better win. Unlucky. Right, okay, so now we'll go to the jackpot wheel. So the top jackpot will pay 1000x, then it's 500, 200, 150 and 100. So, you know, you've got some decent wins on there. This wheel bonus will kick in probably 1 in every 264 spins. So again, you know, the customers aren't really, you're not going to get a huge amount of customers see this, but when they do, they know they're going to get a solid win from it. So 45x that time. So yeah, so like I was saying, so you can achieve any of the jackpots on that. You'll get your random modifiers, but you can also get 15 free spins as well. And if you do achieve free spins via the wheel, it will give you 15 spins, which is a good amount. So on to the free spin bonus round. So for free spins, you're looking for the mine entrance. So free spins. For 3 symbols, you're given 12 spins. For 4, you get 15, and for 5, you get 20. Now, these can all re-trigger, and they will re-trigger with exactly the same amount. So the beauty with free spins is that obviously while you're playing this, you can still be landing in more dynamites. You can still be landing in more jackpot wheels. So there is, potential for some pretty big wins within this bonus. Your free spin hit rate is 1 in 179. So again, not too bad. Say 2 to 3 customers should see that feature. So we'll just let this one play out, see what we get. Unlucky. Never seem to win anything big on these demos. Okay, so just to go through a few other bits on the game. I mean, one of the things that I get asked for a lot by you guys is the hit rate for 1000x wins. Now, this one's quite high. It's about 1 in every 2.7 million. This game is quite medium volatility. I'd say it's probably only about 3 out of 5. You're not going to have a lot of massive wins on it. You know, so for your sportsbook cross sell, you know, for your affiliates, you know, it's quite a safe game to get out there. You know, it's nice and easy to understand, but you're not going to take too much risk with getting kind of smashed for big wins. Minimum bet in the game is 10 pence with a maximum of 200. Of course, this is configurable. The 200 would give you a max liability of 250,000. As you can see, it's a 5x3 slot with 50 win lines. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a solid title, and like I say, if your customer base likes like pragmatic play, if they like Novomatic, it's a great game to target them with. It's got a similar sort of, you know, look and feel. You know, and as I stated before, it's quite a safe game to get on your site. You know, we've recently put out, or we're going live this week with, you know, Rise of the Mountain King, which is, you know, possibly one of the most volatile games we've released, you know, recently. You know, that is a 5, if not a 6 out of 5. So, you know, so this is a nice safe one to follow it up with. You know, like I say, you're not going to get too many hits. So if you've got any further questions on this game, or if you want to add it to the roadmap and get all your product sheets, just contact your account manager or give myself, Carl, or Matt a shout, and we'd be more than happy to give you a one-to-one demo on it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Craig, for that. And as Craig says, any questions, please pop them through either after this webinar to the account guys or during this webinar on the questions option on the control panel. I think that game looks great, really good fun. Makes me want to go panning for gold in the river at the bottom of my garden right now. But maybe I'll save that for my exercise for the day. Next game is Eagle Sun from Lightning Box. The release date for this is the 27th of May. As with the previous game, this is free rounds enabled and missions enabled as well. So great news for your players and yourself. If you don't know, I'm sure you do, the Lightning Box based out of Sydney. So they have pre-recorded a demo and sent it over to me because they didn't really fancy, well, they did actually, but I felt it wasn't really fair to get them to call in so late at night for this webinar. So I'm going to play out their demo now. They'll give a bit of an introduction as well about Lightning Box, explain where they're from and some of their other successful titles. So it's definitely worth seeing this. And again, any questions, as I keep saying, post them on the questions. I've had a couple come through actually already. So I will play out the video now and enjoy. There will be a slight delay.
Hello, Peter Corsley here, the CEO of Lightning Box. My co-founder David Little and I have our roots in Australian land-based gaming since the early 90s, where we designed video slots for IGT and Aristocrat's global markets. 2004 rolls around and along with our minor partner IGT, we formed Lightning Box Games, with a remit to exclusively make games for their offline markets. GFC hits, and we get divorced from our American wives, and with no strings attached, we are finally free to pursue other clients. 2009, we launch our first game into the online gaming market. The rest, as they say, is history. Nowadays sees us as a predominantly online gaming business, with our legacy land-based deals taking much more of a back seat. Online to date, we have launched 37 games in Europe, 18 in the US, and have the help of our friends at SG just entered the Canadian market. Our very distinctive Aussie land-based flavour has found a steady following of players online, both in Europe and North America it seems. We hope to keep surprising and rewarding them for their loyalty with exciting games for years to come. So, we have been around for a while now, long enough to know we'll never stop being surprised by this great industry we are all part of. Our team, which is sometimes based in King Street Wharf, Sydney, is our little creative hub, and from here we partner with many contractors around the globe. From our now home offices, we still attempt to bring some entertainment and novel games to our loyal following. Our hit games to date include Silver Lion, Lightning Horseman, Chicken Fox, Stellar Jackpot Serengeti Lions, Astro Cat, and many more. We hope today's game can be added to the above list in the months to come. I'll now leave you with one of our very capable game designers. Take it away, Bernie.
Thanks, Pete. Hi everyone, thanks for joining this webinar. I'm Bernadine, the game designer from Lightning Box Games. Today, I will be showing you one of our games, Eagle Sun. This game has been inspired by the Native American culture. As you can see for yourself, it is based in an Amazonian setting with a hut and a couple of mountains at the back. Moreover, as the title suggests, this game revolves around the eagle, which is one of the most symbolic animals in American history. The eagle symbol is one of the most prominent ones in this game, for which it is one that awards player the base game feature, also known as the eagle spin feature. Other symbols within the game are also All-American themed related, such as the Wild Mountains, the Chief, the Warrior Lady, Dreamcatcher, and drums, along with the cute little items on the royals. The other prominent symbol within the game would be the bonus totems, for which this visual links the base and the free game really well. Here comes the mighty eagle. When this eagle spin symbol on real tree lands, eagle spin feature starts off, and an eagle collection meter starts counting up all eagles that land on screen. This count up can be found on the title itself, and as an extra added visual count up, for every eagle collected on screen, a tiny eagle shows up rotating at the top right next to the Eagle Sun title. Respins continue until no further eagles land on screen. As this happens, all eagles come back in on the screen in random positions as wilds. There is the potential to have a whole screen of wilds, for which results in big prizes in the base game itself. So imagine having the chance to get a whole screen of wilds in a 40-line game every 29 base game spins. Sounds amazing, right? The bonus symbol has an extra touch in this game. Landing 2 bonus symbols pays out a scatter prize, but landing 3 or more scatter symbols will award the free games plus a scatter prize. It's also good to note that if more bonus symbols land on screen, more free games are awarded. As mentioned earlier on, the bonus totem links perfectly with the free games. As you can see on your screen, the totems rise on the entrance of the free games to indicate that the next few spins, an added 40 lines, will be awarded, which makes the free games as an 80-line game. More lines to win, even more prizes to be awarded. Since in this instant we landed 3 bonus symbols in the base game, we started off with 7 free games. However, there is the chance to increase another 5 free games by collecting a tick on every reel. An extension of the base game feature is also included in the main free games, that of collecting eagles throughout the free games. We need to collect as much eagles as possible so that at the end of the free games, Super Eagle Spin is awarded and we have all the collected eagles returning as wilds. Same as the base game feature, there is the potential of obtaining a full screen of world. Yet, this win would be bigger and better, being that it is now an 80-line game. In this case, all 5 ticks are collected, 5 more free games are awarded, and we will give a player an advantage to collect even more eagles for the Super Eagle Spin and have bigger wins there and then. Thanks so much for joining us today. Hope you're having a lovely evening. Please let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.
And thank you to the guys at Lightning Box for doing that great review and sending it over to us. Again, I think another great looking game, really great theme that follows all the way through the game, something that I personally really appreciate in the game. We've had a couple of questions about the games. One about Eagle's Son, which is what countries will this be available in? The answer is all the countries that OGS is available in across Europe. So that's a nice and easy one. And then we've got a couple of questions around Eureka Real Blast. So Craig is on the line. So if I just unmute him, get ready, Craig. Hello, Craig.
Hello, you all right?
Yes, good, good. I know Craig has children at home as well, so we're both, I think, nervously sat here waiting to see if a child will run in and scream something.
Indeed, indeed.
Just had a question around, this is ported from Real Blast was ported from land-based, and just wanting to know if it was a success when it was land-based.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a really strong performer over in the US and Canada, and it's actually been ported for those markets. You know, the plan was originally to take this to Canada and New Jersey, but we're so confident with the game and the mechanic. You know, we see these Lightning Link style games work well in the UK and Europe, that we've decided to bring it across the pond as well.
Great, and this is a question from Mitch. I can't remember if you said what's the RTP of this game?
It runs in at about 96%. Oh yeah, and just one other thing I didn't mention on the video is going to be free spin enabled as well.
Great, brilliant. Thank you very much for that. I don't think there's any more questions coming through, so I'll end the call here. But just to say, the next one of these will be held on the 29th and 30th of April. And we'll have 2 more great games, and look out for some short snap 90-second reviews that we'll be posting over the next few weeks. Obviously, you know, it's hard for you to see your account managers and for us to get out. So please join us. Please tell your colleagues to join us for these calls. We find them really useful to get our designers and our experts to talk about the games directly to you. And enjoy the rest of your day, and stay safe, well and happy, and same to your families. Thank you. Goodbye.